everybody. Welcome back to Out of the Gate. I'm Justin.
And I'm Max, and our guest today...
Mollie.
Mollie's back.
Hi, guys.
She's been on before. We'll see if that just picked me up or if it cut out.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, are we continuing from where we just stopped? Oh, Mollie's been on before. It's my girlfriend, you know.
You already said that.
Well, guess I said it again. She's pretty cool. You guys know that. But that's about her introduction. Got anything you want us to know about you?
No, it's pretty spot on.
Yeah. Simple woman.
Yeah, so we're going to try and do this pretty quick today. They got stuff to do today, and I think we all do.
Yeah.
We were actually expected to work last night, and that didn't happen. So
Thank the Lord.
I'm not really up to date on anything other than this whole war.
Yeah. That's a hot topic.
Yeah. Coming in hot! But real quick before we get into that, because that might take the whole episode if we're not careful, which we probably won't be.
Yeah.
I just wanted to run an idea because I want to see what our audience thought and what you thought.
All right.
And of course, Mollie. What if, I don't think anybody would fit in here, but we can do it out there because we have seating, a lot more seating. I was thinking of having, since you had the idea of having moms on, which I think that should probably wait till the week before Mother's Day, and then we can post it on Mother's Day.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's why I was okay with it. I just didn't want to do it right now because that was kind of my idea to begin with.
Yeah, I like that.
But really, what I want to do, since everybody really liked Dylan's and how he talked about the jailing and stuff,
Yeah.
I think we should have Dad and your dad on and just for,
Oh, yeah.
better audience, because, our dads like an audience when they tell their stories.
Yeah, they do.
We can have Beasley, Jordan, Weston,
Yeah.
Jeff, if he decides to come on. And then I got my camera formatted.
Nice.
I'm still scared to use it, though, just because this screen is really not covering the wall. And so...
Right. We'll work on it.
Well, I think that'll be the first recording. But that's if they're up for it. If not, we'll find something else. I really don't want it to be a certain episode that we start recording it with. I kind of want to ease into it because, one, if something happens, I don't want to lose the recording for these episodes.
Right.
I'd rather it be a remote or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think that would be good. If he's listening, hopefully he can tell me as soon as he's done listening to this or as he's listening to it. But hopefully your dad, if he listens, I doubt your dad listens to this.
I don't think he does, but he might.
So, and then heads up to our moms, because I know
they both listen to it.
Yeah. So that's our ideas for right now. Really would like to go to Chuck E. Cheese. But
yeah, we can do that picture.
Yeah. Other than that, those are the ideas that we can do right now. Everything else, guys, is just the summer.
Yeah.
Because everybody's open, everybody's wanting to go outside. Right now, everybody wants to stay inside.
Yeah. Because the weather's not great.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be walking around this summer because gas prices are going to start going up after Russia and...
They're already going up. Huck's over here is $3.50.
Yeah. Well, up in where we work is $3.45.
Yeah.
Which is okay when you have a car.
Yeah,
yes!
I'm a Huck's member, so I get like 5 cents off gas.
A whole 5 cents.
I've actually been thinking maybe I should get a membership. Like, do you have to pay for that membership?
No, you literally just get the app and then you're a member.
Okay, well then I'm going to do that with Pilot. I'm going to do that with every gas station.
Yeah, I have one for that and I have one for Casey's.
Yeah. The hack behind. Yeah.
Yeah. It took me way too long to get that too, because I just did it last week, 2 weeks ago, and I was like, why haven't I been doing this the whole time?
Yeah. Then you get rewards, you get free pizza out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. A lot of talk at work has been coming up with who has the best pizza in Evansville. I want to know who has the best pizza in Warwick County. Not just Boonville, but in Warwick County alone.
Oh.
And then we can go to Evansville if you know anything else in Evansville.
Well,
but I don't know that many in Evansville to complement that.
But
I've been everywhere in Boonville.
I like, what's the place in Newburgh called? We were talking about Fat Boys. Fat Boys really good.
I haven't been there.
Fat Boys good. Obviously, Una, really good. And then there's a place out in Tennyson, out in the middle of nowhere. I cannot think of what it's called, but it's a little pizzeria. It's not bad.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think I'll go Una number one.
All right.
I'll stick with Una.
That's what I was gonna say. That or Stoners or
Stoners.
or South Side.
Yeah, Stoners got a new
sign.
It
looks pretty
big
good.
old neon sign right in the middle of Boonville. I like it.
Yeah, I see it when I can see it all the way to the back of 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Whenever you're coming up on it.
It looks great.
Makes you wonder how much that was. Man,
A
are
lot.
you that cold?
I'm not that cold, but I'm a little chilly.
Do you want my jacket?
No, I don't.
She said, "No, I want a blanket." Molly's gonna take a nap while Max and I talk today.
Yeah.
Probably. Wake me up when you want me to.
As the rest of you do.
If you guys start hearing some snoring, we'll get really quiet so that you can hear it and embarrass her.
They won't embarrass me. They love me.
Speaking of our audience, so met a couple of the new Chandler cops or recruits, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Met one of them last night and mentioned us on this. So if she's listening, how you doing?
Oh, she listens.
No, I brought it up, and she would listen. So if she does, there we go.
Hello, Officer.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Say that.
Officer Jordan.
I can't remember
his
last name at the moment, but yeah. Do you have any, Molly? Do you have a rant? What was it going to rants before we go into memes?
Well, can't really think of a rant.
I did. Oh, sorry. Go on.
You go ahead.
All right. Well, okay. So let me tell you. I thought, what was it, Thursday, that it was just gonna snow. No, it rained and sleeted, and so I had no problem on Linville.
Yeah,
64.
Great.
As soon as to the point of merging to the exit for 41, that whole exit was iced down.
Really?
And I was getting into it, 60 mile an hour, almost slammed in the back of somebody.
I didn't have any issues in it, in my truck.
Well, you go an hour early, though. Hour early before me.
Yeah.
This was 37
o'clock.
Yeah.
No. I left, at like 5:30, and it had just started sprinkling in Boonville, so I didn't think anything of it, so I turned my heat up on my truck, and then... I got a little warm, so I turned it down a little bit. And I'm on 64. And next thing I know, this rain starts freezing on my windshield. And I'm like, what the heck? I had to turn it up.
Yeah,
even after I turned the heat all the way back up, it was an issue to keep it from freezing.
I had to scrape it off before I got going. But yeah, so then there was a semi on the side of the road. I guess it had...
Keep going, you're good.
No, go ahead. Hold on, everybody. We got a bunch of people calling.
Hey, what's up? Well, we're recording right now, but I stopped to answer it. Yes. Like Thin Mints? Yeah.
That whole conversation.
Gluten-Free Thin Mints.
Whole conversation
Yes.
going into it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That'd have been hilarious. Alright, is that all you needed? Alright, I'll let you go. Love you. We will. We were just talking about that, actually. Alright, love you. Bye.
So that's all going on the podcast. I don't care what y'all think.
That's alright. That was my mom. She called to ask if Molly liked Thin Mints.
I do.
But sorry. I guess a semi had turned over another car or something. I don't know. But so I'm in the right lane, and everybody's. So I'm like, I'm being nice for once on the road, and I let two people get back over. I'm having trouble. Like, there's so much ice on the road. I'm having trouble accelerating or taking off.
Really?
So I go to take off, and as soon as my comes out of nowhere, and I tell you what, and he showed up. I would have knocked the man out.
Yeah, that's
And I
ridiculous.
probably would have been fired. But
People need to learn how to drive on ice. You can't be doing that. It's dangerous.
all right, sorry people, if you're not quite catching along what's going on, the computer keeps on freezing, and yeah, I think it's time for new equipment. Honestly, I think because I've saved every episode on here, so that takes a lot of
Right.
yeah. So I probably need to either clean out my computer or I need to get a new desktop that needs to be put in here to have all this. But
it looks like I caught it, so it looks like we're good.
yeah, but yeah, that's pretty sad.
Yeah, that's sad.
But yeah,
Yeah, wear your seatbelt, people.
yeah, Justin.
I always wear my seatbelt.
Nope, that's not true.
This is online for anybody to listen.
Chandler
I always wear my
Cox.
seatbelt.
Chandler Cops, pull him over.
I always wear my seatbelt.
That's a lie.
Aha!
Not a lie. She's a liar. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
He likes to sit on his throne of lies. All right. Well, Molly, do you have anything since?
Well,
You know,
I got a puppy.
Well, you got a puppy.
I did. Since the last time I was on
Why
the
is
podcast.
everybody getting a dog all of a sudden?
Because they're great.
Well, you got.
I know they're great, but it just
We
was
got-
there a spike in like dog population that
I
everybody
guess.
decided to get some, or
Um,
you know Weston got Diesel, right?
Yeah, Weston got Diesel. But
anyway, I got Emma in November. I was on the last time before November, wasn't I?
yeah,
Yeah. So I
I
got.
don't think you had.
So we got a puppy. Her name's Emma, and she's a mutt. And I'm going to list off all of the breeds that she is, because her mom and one of her siblings got DNA tested. Are y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
So she's a lab, beagle, Jack Russell Terrier, another dog called like Brussels something or other,
Okay.
and
The
then
Brussels sprout dog.
Brussels sprout dog, and
So
then
it's healthy.
and then a coonhound, and then like 3 other maybes.
I really need to get Bruce DNA tested.
But the thing is, she looks almost pure Jack Russell.
Yeah, except she's really fat.
Yeah, she's super
Well, not
fat.
really fat. She's just chunky.
No, she's fat.
She's chunky.
She's fat because your mom makes her eggs in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. She won't. She won't hardly eat dog food anymore because we just give her all of our table scraps,
Well,
and because she yells at us if we don't.
Here's my thing: just don't be restrictive on what you give your dog.
Oh, we're not.
Okay.
We just give
Well,
her everything.
it drives me nuts because I'm not gonna lie,
Well, you
and
be
Brandon
restrictive
might
on
might listen to this. Kind of irritated me that Hannah and Abby like threw a fit when Grizzly about grabbed like a little bit of barbecue.
Oh
meat.
yeah, no.
I
it's
was
fine.
like, they're like, he's gonna get worms. Like,
Dogs
well,
are so
one
freaking
testament.
resilient.
You saw Lacey. She rarely eats dog food.
Yeah.
That is all my grandpa's food. And she's still here being, what is it, 13?
Yeah.
She,
I mean,
think,
cash and ready to everything.
yeah.
Everything.
I mean, they've had green onions before, and they're not supposed to have that.
Chocolate.
Not the little bit.
Plastic.
Yeah. It's not a little bit.
They've eaten plastic and they've
Leather.
survived.
Yeah, leather. Marshmallows. Dogs aren't supposed to have that.
That's not true because the vet told us that's what Wally needs to take his medicine with.
Well,
It's the sugar-free ones.
marshmallows.
Xylitol.
We give him sugar.
Well, yeah, no, the
Sugar's
sugar-free ones
fine.
are what you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
He can have the sugar marshmallows, not the sugar-free marshmallows.
What's the point of having a marshmallow that doesn't have sugar in it?
It's got some sweetener in it, but the sweetener is what's bad for dogs.
See, that's what's wrong with America. We keep on trying to freaking
Yeah,
healthize everything.
Like a marshmallow is made. It's literally just puffy sugar.
What was that one? What was that thing that it was? Well, I know we don't like to talk about
Gluten-free bread. Bread is gluten.
Yeah, what was that other one that everybody threw a fit about when it showed up on the Super Bowl halftime commercial? It was
Alcohol without any alcohol?
yeah,
Budweiser
like,
Zero.
Yeah, like
Budweiser
how
Zero.
does that even work?
Why would you drink it? Why would you drink non-alcoholic?
It's for
called
recovering
water.
alcoholics who still want that. Who still
we're
want
not-
the taste of alcohol.
I know we don't really talk about that, but that was just one instance
Yeah.
that everybody threw a fit about.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody that I know threw a fit
Non-alcoholic alcohol. You got gluten-free bread.
about. Next thing you know, it's gonna be chocolateness.
Chocolate-free.
Chocolate-free chocolate. That's
Yeah,
what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Oh man. Dairy-free ice cream.
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Okay, dairy-free ice cream actually sometimes is pretty good.
Never had it.
Well, I've had it from her.
It's
but
good.
That's it. It's actually
It's good. Isn't
It
it?
is not as good as regular ice cream, but it's not bad.
Okay. Ooh, and gluten-free Oreos.
Oh, let me tell you, gluten-free Oreos better than regular Oreos. I stand by that. Gluten-free Oreos are the way to go. They taste so good.
Peanut-free peanut butter. It's just
I
corn
could see
syrup and yeah,
The kid with the peanut allergy can finally be included.
yeah.
You can have a jelly and oil sandwich. Oh gosh.
All right. Well, let's go into memes real quick. Let's knock these out.
Yeah, because I feel like once we get into the other
All right.
thing,
Well, it's not. This one's not actually a meme, but is one of the rumors that is coming out, and supposedly Kevin Feige. I've read a couple of reports that this was an idea. He isn't confirming that it is true, but it has definitely been a high idea.
I think Secret Invasion is confirmed.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, I think it is confirmed.
So, if this is it, that means Robert Downey Jr. will come back, but it won't be like the actual Iron Man character, but he will be back in.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I know, I freaking freak.
I mean, okay, to be fair, if I'm in the theater and I saw it, I'm going to go nuts. But I don't know how I would feel after the fact.
Loser. Alright. Ate half of my sandwich. Probably will save the other half for later.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you'd
Oh
like that.
my gosh. Who eats like that? That's awful.
Once I saw it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that.
That is awful.
It's like eating your pizza, your triangle pizza on
Yeah.
the side. Okay, come on. I finally made a redneck hot tub.
Oh,
But it's
I like that
40
it's
on
made
it.
out of a Hilux. that hot tub will last forever.
Oh, yeah. Cop, I need you to say the alphabet backwards. Me? Are you kidding? I can't even do that sober. And it's funny because I talked to all these cops last night. And they're like, "No, we don't do that because we can't even do that sober." I'm like, "Okay,
Yeah.
good."
Yeah. I've never heard of anybody actually doing that.
Yeah. Let's see. A B C D. It's F then. A B C D. It's D. Did you say G?
G?
Backwards from F?
No, backwards from F.
Oh, goodness. Well,
It'd be E.
go to jail.
Be E, then D, C.
Since
B,
we're talking about dogs, Florida man kidnaps scientist to make his dog immortal.
Well, did the scientists figure it out?
I'm not saying I condone it, but I understand.
Well, did the scientists figure it out?
I guess not, if he's in jail.
Well, if the scientists figured it out, I'm going to need his number.
Look, all I gotta say is, my dog is 18.
Yeah.
If she reaches 20, I'd get a call that immortal. Definitely got our money's worth from that. I think we got her for free.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Lacey's 13, Beauty's 13.
Abby was 19.
Yeah, she was
right
19.
Uh-huh.
This is how we used to. That's what you can do with this one over here. This is how we turned on computers in the 2000s.
Yeah, yeah. Push it with your foot.
I can't even do that anymore. Reality of power.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I have.
Learn by an iron become Iron Man.
Oh man.
With the powers of an iron. Imagine if he had the powers of an iron. Like his hands just got really hot and he just
Well, see, that's the
burned
thing.
them.
I was just like, when what was it, Iron Man 3, when all of them.
Oh, the extremist people.
Yeah, I was like, wouldn't that just make like a regular iron? Shouldn't he be able to take in all that?
So you just gotta fill me up with some water and I'll be real steamy.
Oh, man. All right, well, Justin, let's hear it. What's your take on this whole Russia ordeal? What do you think? What do you think about it? What do you think we should do? What do you think we shouldn't do? The whole shebang, and why you're saying this?
I think it is a death sentence for Russia to go to war with us.
It's not with us. It's Ukraine. I'll be right back.
It's a
They're
death
already
sentence for
at
us.
war with Ukraine.
They're already at war with Ukraine. It is a death sentence for them to mess with us. Because as soon as they mess with us or anybody else in NATO, they're done. I don't care if you have them in China and whoever else. You're dealing with the world's leading superpowers at this point. You've got the US, the UK, you got Canada, you got France. You don't want to mess with them. They will not win World
I don't know
War
about
III.
France, but
They will not win World War III. And I know for a fact, the one thing I'll say is that if one nuke flies, the whole world's going up in flames. It'll be bad. Anybody launches a nuke, it'll end up bad. For everybody. No one's winning. Someone's dumb enough to launch a nuke, no one's winning.
well, see, and here's my thing. Everybody keeps on saying that. What then? If that is the whole idea, why did we even mind making nukes in the first place? And then, if nobody wants to fire them, then there's no point in having them. If we don't have a point to firing them to the point that it's either we fire them and it's complete end of humanity, or not fire them at all and we just go to war as is, I say let's just completely get rid of them. All the nations need to come to agreement that they should never be made again.
Well, most of them did, but the issue with that is there's always going to be that country that makes them anyway. So if there's always going to be that country that makes them anyway, I would like to have a couple as a deterrent to launch back at them. You know what I mean?
Well,
because we won't use them first. We will not nuke somebody.
we did first.
Well, yeah, and then that's why they said, okay, well, we're all going to sign this thing to not use nukes and more, because that's extremely bad. that didn't turn out well. Well, we got the point across, but but like we won't use it. No, we won't shoot nukes off first. But
right now we are not involved.
If Russia were to do something like that, it would not end well for anybody. Also, though, a little bit of fear in the hearts of our listeners. If Russia was to nuke the U.S., they're nuking us. They're hitting us. It'd be the smart thing to do. Hit the flyover states. Take out the Midwest. Take out the Midwest. For sure, take out the Midwest.
Okay. So, you're saying that everybody at work, a lot of these old guys, I didn't really get into it with them because I was really busy this week. But they said that Alcoa was actually on Russia's target list. It was like their top 20 list of
Oh yeah,
bombing.
I saw a thing that was higher place or most likely places for Russia to nuke or something
Yeah,
like that.
I would like to know what is in Alcoa that they would want to nuke. Alcoa.
I don't think it is Alcoa specifically. I think it's the area around Alcoa. Because think about it. If you're trying to take out America, you nuke the flyover states where everybody has guns, and then you invade California, you invade New York. You invade those places because they're not going to fight back. You come and drop in the middle of America, and it's just going to be a Red Dawn situation. It doesn't matter if we're in the military or not. We're all going to shoot you. You are not going to come out alive. So you bomb these areas. And also it shuts down food supplies.
Yeah.
Because it's where most of our food... This is where most of America's food comes from, is this area right here.
Oh, it's not milk because it just jumped to $2.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
Yeah,
That's
Mom
expensive.
asked me, "Hey, can you grab milk while you're there?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why not?" I'm like, I start grabbing. I'm like, $3. What?
Yeah, but like I said, I don't think we'll have to deal with it really.
Well, what if we do? You think we're gonna go into a draft situation, or you think we got enough guys to fight?
Well, if we do go into a draft, you and I are probably pretty safe.
Why is that?
They don't want us.
Why?
Because I can't breathe and your leg only works half the time.
Oh, well.
They'll
Isn't
draft-
there like
they'll draft
another
Mollie.
rule that like the oldest or something, or is it the other way around?
What do you mean?
The oldest of a family, like the.
I don't know.
Someone brought that up. I was like, I've never heard of that,
I
but if
don't
that's
know.
true, I'm in the clear.
Yeah, no, I doubt.
Now,
anybody will
would we
get
want to
drafted.
fight? Absolutely. Don't get us wrong there, people. But
Oh no, if there is a draft, and I got drafted, I wouldn't be.
you'd be in the front lines.
I
just
wouldn't be
for-
sad.
I would.
Yes, I know you would, but I've always wanted to be in the military, so.
Just don't die, please.
Well, you know, happens. Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I hope you all know I'm shedding tears right now.
No, you're not. Quit lying.
Gosh.
Quit lying.
It's like Taylor saying,
No, I
calling
would.
Dad saying I hit her when I'm in the other room.
No, like I wanted to be part of the military. I wanted to join the army, but I couldn't because they don't want anybody that's inhaler dependent. So, I don't know. If I end up getting drafted, I
You'll be
would be sad.
You will be front lines.
Yeah, no. If you get drafted, you're front lines. That's how it is. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna die, dying for your country is a very noble way.
Mm-hmm. But lucky for us, I don't think it's gonna happen. So.
No, I doubt it will. I don't know if we're gonna go into World War III either.
But see, here's my thing: is that I don't want to get political in this, but if Sleepy Joe wasn't in
if
office,
Donald Trump was in office, this would not be an issue.
this would be an issue, or it would have ended within the first or second day.
Yeah,
it
no.
would not have been close.
You know why? Because Trump was crazy.
Yeah,
They
everybody
look
was
at him and
scared.
they're like, whoa,
People
whoa,
were actually
whoa.
scared of Trump.
Yeah.
Nobody is
He made
scared
America
of
terrifying.
Joke Joe.
Yeah.
Gosh.
When the commander in chief is a nut job, you're like, okay, stay away from them. He is they've got a lot of firepower, and that dude's a nut.
Did you watch that conference or the conference? We'll call it a conference where he's stating the sanctions and stuff.
No.
Biden. Oh my gosh, it's the funniest thing.
I think I've seen a clip from it. Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't want to be a wise guy.
Yeah.
That blew me away. I'm like, Joe,
But
I don't
you're
think
not.
anybody thinks that you're a wise guy. It's the exact opposite.
No one thinks you're a wise guy.
Wise guy. Oh, that's so funny.
No, if say what you want, but I don't think anybody could realistically deny the fact that if Trump was in office,
honestly,
this wouldn't be an issue right now.
Honestly, with this going on, I'm surprised North Korea hasn't put their cards on the table.
Yeah, North Korea's like, yeah, we don't like America.
Yeah, if they're invading a country, we can do it too.
Yeah. Like, hey,
Let's do it to South Korea.
South Korea, we want you back.
Yeah.
Then America would get involved. For sure.
Which does not make sense to me. South Korea, North Korea. Good luck, South Korea. That is not our fight. We have nothing with South Korea. But it is
because we're allies.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
No. There is no. And if we really are, we shouldn't be. That is on the other face of the earth.
I think South Korea is part of NATO, aren't they?
I'm going to look this up right now. South Korea.
Yeah, but a lot of people say that same thing about Israel. Israel doesn't do anything for us.
South Korea communist. Is South Korea Democrat?
No, why would we... I mean, a lot of people say the same thing about Israel. Why would we protect Israel? What do they have to offer us? Well, actually, Israel has, like, one of the scariest armies in the world. They're small, but they're mean. Also, I know what Israel has to offer us. Gal Gadot. She's Israeli. Yeah. Freaking Wonder Woman is what they have to offer.
I'm not understanding, but that's what I found.
Dialogue and cooperation is the number one.
They engaged. Say they're a part of it.
Oh.
So again, I state what I said. Good luck, South Korea.
No. If people are helpless.
What? So
if there are people that are helpless,
China
it is our
invades
job.
Taiwan, are we going to get involved in that too? No, we're not.
Ought to.
No, we shouldn't.
Yeah, we can be big.
Taiwan is so small that we can give away. Now, if it was like Madagascar or Australia, then yeah, I'd probably say let's go after those. But not some small country like Taiwan and Japan.
Look, you got to think about it. Think about where America came from. You know, we were really small, fighting a war with a really big country. You know, so when you come from that, and now you can be the biggest superpower in the world. With great power comes great responsibility. Go help out the little guy.
I do understand, after reading a lot of it. Oh, something's going on. After reading a lot, I understand why we are trying to keep Russia out of Ukraine and all that. I understand it because of a lot of the nukes and the nuclear and radioactive stuff that's in Ukraine. I understand that. But at the same point, if Ukraine knows they have that stuff, how come they aren't building why is their military so poor? It's so poorly constructed.
Yeah, no, they
don't. To the point to where they are literally grabbing people off the streets and giving anybody who wants a gun have it.
Yeah.
That is not good.
No.
And if you have one of the most radioactive places in the world, you've got to have a better security system.
You would think so, yes. But that's why we're protecting them. That's why we ought to protect them.
Fought them in World War II, and now we're protecting them. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, same with Germany. Germany's with us.
Yeah, well, that's because they
found
it. Because they finally figured it out. If you can't beat them, join them. That's where that came from.
I saw a TikTok.
That is exactly where that came from.
It was so funny.
Germany saying.
I saw a TikTok, and it was like a guy pretending to be all the other countries, and he was Germany, and he was like, yes, finally, I'm on the right side of a world war. Like, I'm on the good side. And then America was like, yeah, no, sorry, man. You can sit the bench. We don't want you. You don't have a good track record with winning these things.
Yeah, no kidding.
Been in two, lost them both. We don't want you.
But it's just weird. And then Canada's gotten involved now that I read.
No, Canada's got a whole mess of their own up there right now. They are.
But Russia
they're not
right
doing
now.
all right.
All I gotta say is Russia right now is. I know it was probably coordinated, which knowing Putin being a spy, he had to have.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of experience, and that guy is no joke when he means business. But I don't think he was prepared for the whole. I think he was expecting someone to join him more than everybody going up against him. Yeah. Does that sound right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think he felt like China would have already took action into something, and then who else would have? Really, I can't think of anything.
I don't know who else would have been on Russia's side, honestly. It's such a... This is the thing that I don't get.
They're both two big countries, and it's...
Yeah, it's a very personal... it's almost like such a small little personal war. Like, I understand, like, the big implications of why Russia shouldn't have Ukraine back.
Iraq, that's another one.
Iraq, yeah. I understand, like, the big reasons why they shouldn't. But it just seems like such a small little argument, like, Russia just being like, oh, I want Ukraine again. Ukraine's like, no. Leave us alone.
Yeah,
Russia's like, no, I'm just going to take you.
Did something happen in the last year that they... Because, for me, this came out of nowhere. I don't know if that was just me being the lack of watching the news or what.
Right, I'm with you.
This almost seemed like...
I could be ignorant.
Oh, Russia just, out of the blue, decided to invade Ukraine.
And it's like, we're just going to take them back to the Soviet Union.
And then I hear the backstory of why is because they didn't want... Was it NATO on the border, on their border and stuff?
Something like that, yeah. Because they're terrified of NATO. Because, again, the world's leading superpowers. They could crush them.
They've got the world's police on them, which is the USA, but...
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think it would be very stupid of Russia to start a world war.
Well, all I gotta say is that if China gets in, the manpower, I think, will be pretty even. Just because China is ruthless with their military.
Well, yeah, but you also have to think...
You got over 2 billion people in China or something
What is it that I saw? The top 2 biggest air forces in the world. Do you know what they are?
Us and someone else.
It's the U.S. Air Force, and number 2 is the United States Navy. Is the second biggest air force.
Oh.
So if they're trying to fight in the air, they ain't winning that.
So I'm glad you said that because there's been a lot of speculation that, of course not now, but there was a lot of talk of all the countries were going to agree to having war in space.
Space Force.
And so... And a lot of experts say that we would lose in those wars.
I feel like South Africa is going to do pretty good in that because of Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much Elon Musk has done for South Africa's space exploration as much as just for their own exploration. But, I don't know.
But yeah,
it'd be interesting. Space Star Wars.
Speaking of that, though, of the whole Navy and all that, a Navy ship was a Russia's Navy ship. What was the island that they had in Ukraine that they killed like 13? Like their
I don't know how to say it.
Well, anyways, here's my thing: they bombed them. If they wanted to keep that island so protected, why weren't there bomb shelters or anything else? And they just, they just bombed them and they're all dead.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, that wasn't a fight at all.
Right.
Also, you see how small
why is Russia destroying their country that they want back?
Oh, they're just wanting to flatten it out.
Yeah,
this is their way of Hiroshima, but in a slower pace.
Yeah.
They're wanting to clean out land.
Yeah. The scary part is that Russia could do it to Ukraine. without intervention. Like, but if we
What?
intervene, Russia could do it to Ukraine. They could ruin Ukraine. I mean, dude, you're watching it right now. If no one intervenes.
I thought you. Sorry, I thought you said if they don't intervene.
Oh no.
I was like, I don't think that's how that works there, Justin.
No, I think that China put Russia up to this.
I
think that this war actually started 2 years ago. Hot take. I think this war actually started in 2020 when China released the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Telling you. I think China put us up, ran through the ringer, weakened everybody.
I think China is the puppet master in all this, and
because a big reason for us having such a weak president is this whole coronavirus thing and how it would be handled.
I think it's the weak president altogether, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, but I think that Russia wanted...
Man doesn't even know where he's at half the time.
No,
Man's got to have a GPS on his phone just to know where he's at.
He's not very smart. He's not a very smart man. But, yeah, I guess...
Is it bad that I would say that I'd rather have Bernie than Joe, or is that...
I don't know if I would or not.
I don't know. Once we get a president that says the asteroid is going to come and kill us, that's the man you want, because he's going to look at everything in Area 51 and tell us everything. And Bernie is one of them men.
I don't want to be socialist. I think Bernie would directly make me more mad. Where Joe Biden just indirectly makes me more mad. Like, with Bernie, I'd literally just be paying for people to sit on their butts and go to free college. Screw you. I don't care about you.
You don't care about free college?
No, I don't care about free college. Mollie's going to college. She better pay for it herself. Well, it actually is going to college for free, but, like, somebody's paying for it.
Jeez.
It's not the government paying for it. You know what I mean?
How's that going?
Good.
Yeah. Thought I'd get her... say something.
Yeah, she's just kind of
we're ranting right now, and it's just kind of bad.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't want to pay for your free crap.
Yeah.
You should pay for your crap. That's how it works.
Mollie, did you listen to the last episode?
I'm
going to have to cut us off, just because we have 15 minutes left. She hasn't barely said anything but listen to us.
Well, you know, Mollie's kind of okay with that.
That's fine. I said something in the beginning. That's all I need.
Did you listen to the last episode, though?
I listened to, like, the last 5 minutes of it.
She listened to the part where Dylan talked about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Her only favorite part.
The part Justin told me to listen to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Justin. Thanks for advertising our show. Man. Our growing rate should be skyrocketing after our... Yeah, just listen to the last 5 minutes.
This isn't the last 5 minutes. Well, I had to let her know, you gotta at least listen to the part where Dylan talks about how his child ripping your painting apart.
And did you listen to the part where he asked you to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan, if you're listening, I'll do a family portrait. You just gotta tell me.
He ain't gonna listen.
He doesn't listen. He doesn't love us.
Oh.
We're not talking about him. He doesn't care.
Did you see the painting that's on the wall next to the bathrooms at church?
Which of
where Pastor Tony's picture used to be.
Oh, I didn't know they took it down.
I didn't know either, and it kind of angers me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who did the picture or who painted the picture. I'm not mad at them, but I'm mad at. Well, I shouldn't say I'm mad at, but I'm kind of irritated that they took that picture down.
Right.
And it's nowhere to be found. At least put it in the foyer or something.
Right, but who? Anyways, what's the picture of?
It's like rainbow. It's an all black canvas, right, with a red, yellow, green, and blue swirled around it with a white figure with looks like a wedding dress and a crown on, wearing a crown.
Oh, well, that's because we're a very forward-thinking church, and we like to. Never mind, I'm not calling them.
No, go there. Go ahead. We got like 10 minutes.
Nope, that was a joke. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not talking. I'm done.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna make a joke, but that could be misconstrued.
Oh, okay. So nerd out real quick.
Oh, okay. Let's go for it.
All right. So the things that I've heard about this multiverse of madness, zombies are involved. It is literally every episode of What If is all going to be in one movie.
Ooh, that'll be a lot. I've seen that.
And I heard, and I've seen pictures, and I heard, or I've read, Tobey Maguire is in it, will be in it a little bit. There's pictures of him on set, and they said it's a short time, but he will be in it because he's got to revisit. The storyline is that he's got to revisit to make sure what's all in line.
Okay. Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind a little cameo like that. Yeah, I've seen some things. I don't know about every episode of What If. I don't know if I'd want that. You know what I mean?
I think it'd be cool.
I mean, it would be... I don't know. I don't want them to overdo it. But...
You don't want anybody overdo...
Listen.
Go ahead.
Okay. Zombie Strange, the one we see in that, and that is not Zombie Strange from the What If episode. I know that for a fact. Zombie Strange in the What If episode died.
But they're not going off of...
No, he's dead in What If. So that zombie that we see, the only zombie we see in the trailer is not from the What If series. It might be the same virus.
It might be the same storyline.
I think it might be the same virus.
Well,
and the virus has leaked out across the multiverse and gotten that way.
Most of the storylines, all the storylines from What If will be in the movie. I don't know about the character way.
Right. Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Sorry.
I see. Okay.
I was misleading there. I do understand that.
I see what you mean.
Now I forgot what I was gonna tell you, or what I was about to say.
Oh, I don't know.
There was a what's his name that plays Professor X?
Not Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. He was, and I tell you, every time I look this up, and it doesn't want to come up, but I'll see it all the time. I'm gonna try and find it as I'm talking. I just saw it like last night, but somebody interviewed him yesterday, or interviewed him, and they asked him about if that was him in the Multiverse of Madness trailer. And he stares at the camera for literally a whole minute and looking to the side, looking back at the camera, and then looking back to the side, and he says, "Who's Doctor Strange?"
I love videos of that because, even if he is, he obviously can't talk about it. There's an NDA.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he cannot confirm that he's in it. Well,
if I could find a video, but someone had made it into a meme to where every time he looks off camera, it's
Kevin Feige.
And then he looks back at the camera. Then he looks back over there, and it shows Kevin Feige holding a gun. It's pretty funny.
It's like that. I liked the videos of Andrew Garfield saying he wasn't going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home because he was trying so hard to convince everybody.
Oh yeah,
it's so funny, and everybody's like, "Dude, we know."
And it just makes me wonder if. I forgot his name, but the actual guy that plays Mr. Fantastic in the originals.
Oh, yeah.
If he's going to be in it, or if it's going to be...
John Krasinski?
Yeah, because really... that was another thing. It is confirmed that Chris Evans will come back as the Human Torch.
That'll be awesome.
Yes, it's proven because he was caught on set with the... Fantastic Four suit
That would be so cool.
It's gonna be
because let me tell you, that was a great casting.
Oh,
I heard a thing and it was like, imagine Chris Evans walks on screen and everybody thinks he's Captain America and everybody's going nuts, and then he just yells "Flame on" and then he catches on fire.
Oh, okay. I figured out what I was gonna say. You say overdo it. You don't understand what they have to do that's how they have to do it from now on.
No, they don't.
Yes, Infinity. They had to do it ever since they did it from Infinity War, Endgame, and No Way Home. Did you like Shang-Chi? No, because it wasn't.
No, I loved Shang-Chi.
Oh my god,
I loved Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was
Molly. Did I not love Shang-Chi?
It was good.
I loved Shang-Chi.
Look, she wasn't all that.
I like the minimalist movies. I don't think it doesn't have to be a big blockbuster, big world's ending every time they have
this
fight.
has to be.
It doesn't.
This movie's gonna set so much paths for the future of Marvel. This is gonna be it.
Why are they doing it in a Doctor Strange sequel then?
Because
make it an Avengers movie.
It can't be an Avengers movie because they are not the god of well, not god of time. He's the Dimension Defender. This is his speciality.
Well, they can put that in an Avengers movie. They do not need to make. They do not need to make an individual character's movie such a big deal.
I think that for this and for how many dimensions that he talks about, I think this goes well with it.
I don't know. I think
because he goes, "I saved your reality," and then bleep bleep bleep.
It's just extremely extra to be a solo movie that is like this. It is my one issue with Captain America Civil War. It should not have been a Captain America movie.
Oh,
it should have been an Avengers movie.
I agree. That I will agree with. It should have been an Avengers movie.
Well, that's exactly how I feel about this. It's too big to be an individual's movie.
But you gotta understand, none of the Avengers are in it.
What do you mean none of the Avengers are in it?
Who's in it?
The two main characters are Doctor Strange and Wanda.
Wanda, okay, she shouldn't even be. She is an X-Men for one thing. She shouldn't be.
Well, right now she's a Avenger, and she is the strongest Avenger, and has absolutely every place to be in this movie. She's the one person I think should be in this movie.
All I gotta say is she's not all that powerful because
yes, she is.
Because she has to be focused. She can be focused on something else. And someone can just easily shoot her in the back of the head. I mean, it's not that hard to defeat her. As long as you got her focused on one
Scarlet
thing.
Witch? Yeah, no, that would not work.
Why wouldn't
that
it?
Would absolutely not work.
Why wouldn't it?
Because she would just block it.
Yeah, she's focused on, let's just say, a spaceship coming out of the sky. She's going to try and hold that. Oh, she's got to stay focused to keep that thing from coming in.
She doesn't, okay, no, her magic is not like Doctor Strange's magic. You're thinking of their magic the same way. It's not the same magic. Doctor Strange has that yellow magic with all the runes and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
She's got chaos magic. That's completely different stuff. And now with the Darkhold, she's more or less unstoppable.
The what?
The Darkhold, the book. The book she got from Agatha and WandaVision.
No. Yeah, did you hear they're having an Agatha series
House
too?
of Harkness is what it's called.
Yeah.
I like it.
A lot of this isn't coming out till next month or the month after.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to look for this too.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should probably get going on calling it. It's coming up on 2. We got some. Molly's got some chicken to make.
Yeah.
I've got some watching to do.
And I've got some McDonald's to go to.
Yeah. Sounds like we all got our plans.
Yeah. Right. So. Again, if y'all could let us know about the ideas at the beginning of the episode, even though you probably already forgot them. Just go back and see tell us what you think.
Yeah, give us your feedback.
If there's any cops out there that would like to come and share their stories,
that'd be more than welcome.
Know.
More than welcome.
I know some of y'all are probably listening on Spotify. I'm pretty sure you're going to either pull Justin over or see me somewhere. So,
or send us an email. Please don't pull Justin over. I wear my seatbelt when I drive.
Again, that's not true. Really pay attention. He's on. Oh, well, yeah, you're right. You do wear your seatbelt, but he's on his phone.
When I say a cop, I wear my seatbelt.
All right. Well, we're coming on 56 minutes. I don't think I'll have to cut anything out.
Not at the beginning. No, not the beginning.
No.
No, yeah. we're good. All right,
Yep.
cool. Well,
All right, see y'all.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Oh yeah, thanks Molly for coming on.
oh yeah,
welcome.
thanks, Molly.